Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. We are about 4 weeks until we are done with school, and we are going to move from our short vowel sounds to now our long vowel sounds because you're going to need to know these going into first grade. So, these are kindergarten words that you should be able to read by now because every letter is making a short vowel sound. So, we have t, app, t, app, tap. And we have k, a, n, k, a, n, can. This is one of our sight words too, and a word family word. We have r, a, n, ran. And we have p, a, n, pan. Now, I'm going to add another vowel to these words, which is going to change these A's from a short vowel A saying A to a long vowel A saying A. So I want you to see that all these words have A's in them. And they're all saying ah. A is for alligator, alligator. But vowels can also make the long A sound. And when I say the long A sound, I am saying that instead of saying ah, they're saying A, okay? So if I take tap and I write tap, but I put an E on the end of it, this is the silent E rule. So this silent E right here is changing this A from saying A to A. So tap with no E to tape with an E, okay? And we've talked about the silent E in room 32 a lot. So from tap to tape by adding that E, because that silent E, even though it's not making a sound, is changing this A from saying A to A. So from tap to tape. All right, so what's going to happen if I write can with an E on the end? Okay, I want you to think about that. If tap goes to tape, what is can going to go to? From can to n. So this E, silent E, is making this A say long A sound. So instead of saying a in can, it's saying n, and then the E is a sh, silent E. So this is the word cane, n. So we have tap, tape, can, cane. Okay, that's one way of making the long A vowel sound. Now, in room 32, we've also talked about when two vowels go walking, the first does the talking, right? So I am going to add these. This is ran and it has the A, and this is pan and it has the A. But I'm going to add another vowel after the A to change those two words. So I'm going to take ran, R-A-N, but after the A, I'm going to put the vowel I. Can you guys see that? So now when two vowels go walking, the first does the talking. So you're going to hear the A say A instead of A. And we're going to change ran to r, a, n, rain. Okay? Just by adding that one vowel behind the A, we're making this A in ran say A and changing it to rain. So from r, a, n to r, a, n. And that I is making no sound at all because when the two vowels are together, you hear the first one say its name, the second one says nothing at all, okay? So what happens if I take P-A-N, 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 okay, pan, and I put an I right here after pan, after the A. So now we went from p, a, n, a saying a, to now saying p, a, n. Because when two vowels go walking, the first does the talking. So now we're talking about p, a, n, p, a, n. Mr. Knipe has a pain in his knee. That is true. All right, so we're going from pan to p, a, n. And again, that I after the A is saying nothing. So this is two ways now to make the long A sound. You can do it with the silent E rule, or you can do it when two vowels go walking. So here I've got a chart here that I'm going to share with your families. So this one says two vowels go walking, the first does the talking. So this is like when I did ran to rain, okay? And then this one in the middle is the silent E at the end, making the other vowel say its name, and this is when I did tap into tape. And then there's one more way to make A say its name, and that is when there is a Y after an A. Okay, so for instance, here's a list of words down here, and right now we are in the month of May. A, and then there's that Y after A saying nothing at all. So up here I'm going to write M, big M because it's the name of a month, A, Y. Now, when I write this, I'm going to crisscross this one off because I already used it. I don't have to think about that one anymore. Okay, so we have A, May, Y saying nothing at all. Silent E at the end of a word. Let's see, I'm going to go with, maybe I'll go with cake because I sent, I think it was Maya M a cake video for her birthday. All right, so it's C-A-K-E, and so up here I will write C-A-K. Now, if I stop here, it's going to say cack. Cack. No one wants to eat some cack on their birthday. So we're going to change cack to cake with that silent E. And again, that silent E is making A say A instead of A. So these are two ways. Y on the end in front of an A, or silent E on the end making this A say A instead of A. And then this is the two vowels go walking. So I'm going to look here and I'm going to find the word rain. Rain. And I'll write it up here, R-A-I-N. And this is my two vowels in the middle. When two vowels go walking, the first does the talking. R-A-N. I saying nothing at all. Okay, so these are the three ways that we can make the long A sound. And I'm going to send this to your family, and I want you guys to say these words and try to place them in the right place following the rule. So let me read these words to you, and then I'm going to read you a story with these words in it. So this is snake, snake, paint, day, late, brave, cake, Jake, grape, plate, race. And then these ones I added on the end because they follow rules that we use them quite a bit, and they're not in the book, but I wanted you to place them on the chart here. This is the sight word play. This is coming soon in our sight words. This is P-L-A-Y, play. Again, there's that Y on the end. May, we already did with the Y on the end, and then this one is rain, okay? So I'm going to have you guys try to see if you can figure out which rule do these words down here follow to make that long A sound. Is it two vowels going walking, the first does the talking? Is it the silent E at the end making the A say A? Or is it a word that ends with Y with an A in front of it, saying nothing at the end, that Y, okay? So let me read you this story real quick, and then you'll be ready to go with your matching words. Okay, so this is Jake and Jane's Great Race. And this is the long A phonics book that I wanted to share with you because we are done with having a letter of the week. So now we are going to focus this week on the long A's. All right, here we go. Jake Snake was in super shape, so Jake challenged his friends Jane and Abe to race around Drake Lake. So here is Jake Snake, and here is Jane. She looks like a snail. And here's Abe, and they are going to take a race around Drake Lake. Okay, so who do you think is faster, a snake or Jane the snail? Let's see. No way, said Abe. Abe says, nope, I am out. No way. But Jane said, okay, let's race today. That Jane sure was brave. She's brave to want to race a snake who would be much faster than her, but something happens along the way to Jake Snake that causes him to slow down. So let's see what happens. All right, it's race day here. Everyone came to see the race. I am so amazing. I can't wait to win, boasted Jake the Snake. He is very confident that he is going to win this race. You may be surprised, replied Jane. And the sign says race today. And there's that Y word there, saying long A. The two racers took their places. Ready, set, go, yelled Abe. And off they went on the race around Drake Lake. Jane raced and raced. She didn't stop. She just kept going. Here's a sign saying one way. But Jake took a break to bake a layer cake. So here's Jake. He stopped his race and started baking a cake. Is that a good idea to do in the middle of a race? I'm not so sure. Jane raced and raced. I think I can make it. I think I can make it, said Jane. She kept going. But Jake Snake stopped again. First it was to bake a cake. Now he is painting. Let's see. But Jake took a break to make a quaint painting of Drake Lake. This is an amazing painting, says Jake the Snake. Jane did not stop. She kept racing. And she raced and she raced. I think I can make it. I think I can make it. Here she is going up a hill, working really hard. And Jake takes another break. So first it was for the cake, then it was for painting, and now what is he doing? Can you see him? He is talking on the phone. But Jake took a break to call his friend named Dave, who lived in Spain. Is it raining in Spain, Dave? He asked on the phone. Jane raced and raced. I know I can make it. And here's a bird holding a sign saying, yay, Jane. Okay, two vowels going walking and the silent E. Here's the finish line. Jane raced and raced. She was so close to the finish line. But Jake took a break and ate a big plate of grapes. He stopped again. First, he stopped for the cake. Second, he stopped for the painting. Third, he stopped to call his friend Dave. And now he's eating grapes. But Jake took a break and ate a big plate of grapes. And then he heard Abe say, hey, Jane is winning. That made Jake decide to join the race. And here's Abe saying, hey, Jane is winning. So Jake the Snake goes, uh-oh, look how close she is to the finish line here. Oh my goodness. But it was way too late. Jane won first place. You did great. Want to make a statement? Asked Abe. And Jane said, slow and steady wins the race, said Jane. But I'm in amazing shape, said Jake the Snake. But even though he was the faster animal and in better shape, he did not win because of the decisions that he made along the way. and Jane just kept trying and trying her best, and she ended up winning the race. So today I'm going to send you those long A words, and I want you to place them on the chart according to the rules. So it's either Y at the end with an A in front, two vowels going walking, the first one does the talking, or the silent E at the end will make A say its name. All right, guys, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with on the chart.